This is compliance meeting for the 26th of March. We're going to walk the milestone board. Let me share my screen. Okay. So let's see, the last one discussed adherence report grouping results. I don't see that one here. So
It might be
last,
sent to 1:16:10 if you switch the milestone.
yeah. Let's do that. Let's see. Grouping results. What's the last one? Okay, yeah. Log access level on member destroy. That's an audit event I added. That was a customer request that came in that showed us that we weren't doing that for membership destroyments. That's a new word. Um, yeah, I added that, and there's also a follow-up I added for the better display. Next one is create consolidated group event filters table and model. I think it's on Hitesh. Yes.
Yeah. So for the new consolidated external audit event destinations for group, we have added table and models for event filters for groups.
All right. The next one is a bug fix for the pagination on the adherence report. Jay did that one. I think I verified this one. The fix works. Pagination is back. But it was
Yeah,
only
I just reviewed this one. So I think this was something from the backend side. We added a limit of 50 from the backend side in the Finder, and on the front end side we have a limit up till 100 per page. So that's where
yeah,
the bug was coming from. So we updated the Finder to be at least 100, and that
yeah,
works now.
nice. All right. Let me switch back to 11. This is a process issue. The next one we have is create consolidated instance event filters table and model. That's also on Hitesh.
So there's similar to what was done for group. There's
Yeah.
the instance level event filters. And the
All
one
right.
above that is also assigned to me, end-to-end test for compliance advanced report. So I verified that we have enough unit tests as well as feature test cases, front-end test cases coverage. So we
Yeah.
don't need to add any more end-to-end test cases. I found a bug and have created another issue for that.
All right. Okay. It's all the closed issues. Anyone have anything blocking or anything else they need to discuss? Um, Alrighty. Next, let's go through the planning issue. And we'll start with Ilya. Compliance framework report.
Compliance report show linked security policies. Actually, this one is almost complete and sitting in verification. There are some issues with deployment on GitLab.com, so we couldn't go to the entire verification process. So yeah, it's okay, and it's definitely on track.
Nice. Next one is migrate to ClickHouse Cloud for audit events. That's on
Yeah,
Harsima.
yeah, I think because of recent changes due to sales, most probably we will be moving forward with splitting of tables first in Postgres, and this we are going to, I think, postpone for now.
All right. Next one is on Huzaifa, third-party connector for Snowflake.
Yes, so I was trying out the quick start guide examples that they have mentioned. So I was able to successfully set up and add that application to our Snowflake demo account. I was able to pull, they're using the GitHub issues API to populate the issues on Snowflake. So I was able to do that. Now I'm reading their developer documents for the Snowflake native apps. Plus, they're also using Streamlit for the front end. I was reading that as well. I had some issues like creation of the databases outside the application. Have asked those questions to one of the developers from Snowflake. Yeah, so I'm still working on this one.
Alrighty. Next one is compliance pipeline to security policy migration. There, the latest MR was merged. That was for the notice we're doing. Next, I'm moving on to the edit forms to show our banner there and eventually block it. But that will be for 17. Next one, consolidation of tables for streaming audit events. That's Tesh, I think. Yeah.
Yes. So we are done with majority of the tables and migration created for this. We have several tasks for handlers, for different types of destination handlers, as well as I started working on the CRUD APIs for the basic APIs for uh, performing CRUD operations for external destinations.
Alrighty. Next one is admin and group level branch protection settings on Harsamar.
Yes, so backend for this is deployed and is behind a feature flag. Right now, I have enabled it on staging. Most probably in this week, I will test it out on production and remove the feature flag. Just wanted to ask Ilya here if front end does require the feature flag, or I can just remove it.
Theoretically, I prefer it to have this feature flag, so just ping me before removing that, because
Okay.
front end is still, I'm finishing that.
Okay. So I will just test it out this week and will ping you if I want to remove it.
Alrighty. Next one is show compliance progress for SOC 2.
Yeah, so the one check is already out in this one. I pushed one in review, but I started working on the Snowflake thing, so I haven't had the time to work on this one, so it's a bit stalled at the moment.
All right. Next one is comprehensive instance of Autolog. Can someone say something about that?
I just know that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
There you go, Josefa.
No, I was just saying, I just noticed Nate moving those issues from private to public.
Yes, yes, I got approval from our trust team to move all those issues from private to public, to hopefully open up a little bit more external help adding those in from anybody else. Yeah, so we've got a couple that we're trying to push through at the moment, but yeah. And I think the next one's on me as well.
Yes.
So this is the end-to-end test coverage. So as Hitesh just mentioned, we've closed out it should say compliance framework or standards.
Standard adherence.
Yeah, I think that says the wrong goal. But anyway, there was 2 issues that we wanted to complete. One, Hitesh is closed and Harsha is working on the other one. He's opened a draft MR to look at our test coverage and see if we actually need an end-to-end test. So hopefully we can get that closed out in 1611 as well.
The milestone goal says complete Samalot. I guess both of those issues have been already closed.
Yeah, that's wrong. I'll update those. My bad.
All right. Next one is on Ilia, improve, manage, edit compliance framework, MVC.
I believe the only thing there is feature flag removal, which is already merged. We just need to make sure it hits the production and clean up the production flag, so it's okay.
Alrighty. Next one is on me, SAML SSO authentication for mirth request approval. There we have a refactor that's supposed to be going on 17. So for this milestone, my goal is to already add the API for how the renamed parameter will be going. I got started on that and yeah, continue working on that. Next one is adherence report improvements. Can anyone voice something to that?
Yeah, I think that pagination issue was one of them, and there's also an export which is in review at the moment. So once that's completed, there's a couple of backlog issues, but at least close that out from a planning perspective.
All right.
On track.
And the next one is also on you.
Yeah, and this is the sales one. So we have 3 issues. 2 of them are relatively simpler ones, and they are on track to at least start dev this milestone. And the other one is the one that Hasima was referring to around the audit event table. So that one's going to take a lot longer, and yeah, just walking through exactly what the plan is there.
All right. Okay, that's it for planning issue. I don't think we have any design or QA updates. So, are there any FYIs or questions anyone wants to mention? Nate, you have a few I see in the doc.
Yeah, I'll quickly run through them. So I just wanted to welcome Ian to the team. Hopefully you'll be able to join us next week on the call, but good to have him on as a product manager. Obviously keep pinging Grant for now for any product related stuff as he's just onboarding, but hopefully we'll get him up to speed pretty quickly. The next one was congrats to Ilya on the 5-year anniversary. Great achievement, so nice work. The next was, so we've changed how our milestone labels worked. So missed labels, the missed milestone labels are only added to our issues, and just compliance issues for now, only added to our issues when it has a deliverable tag on it. So if it doesn't have a deliverable tag, it'll just move over to the next milestone without adding the red label. Or the missed deliverable label, obviously. So hopefully you'll have noticed this as a change to stop adding all those labels every time, because it's not very helpful. But yeah, any feedback on that, feel free to jump into that, Emma. And the final one was the retro issue is out for 1610, so please add your thoughts and comments there.
All right. And with that, we'll stop recording. Wait for the camera, if your camera works right today.